Now I was gonna ask you because I had seen an interview. You kind of talked about it, the nature of the threat, and you talking about stuff like African history and Kemet and Crete and Imhotep, and that's some deep stuff. So I wanted to ask you about that again because I think you said your mom told you to put that song on your album. If you could just go into that a little bit, like going
Yeah.
into your consciousness and learning that,
Yeah.
you
Mhm.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. So uh, it's a completely selfish record, and I've been studying and doing the research for the record for a few years. So I graduated high school early, maybe 15 and a half, 16-ish. So I went straight. I was still doing music, but I was taking, college courses at El Camino, Compton
Mm,
College, whatever. So I was taking, you know, I knew I wasn't going off to like university college, but I still took the college courses for cultural anthropology, history, physical anthropology, linguistics. That's I would do full loads of that shit because that's what I was interested in. And the
that's what's
craziest
up.
shit is that even I'd be able to go to the encyclopedia and the history books, and it all added up. It was the same information. The craziest shit. This is a off, just a rando fact. The craziest shit would be like when I was looking at my high school history books, and they were giving the facts, but they weren't going deeper into it. They would just say a name, and then they'll have a picture, and it wouldn't even really be like a recent, like an older picture of the Phoenician. It'd just be a a bust, or a marble thing, but it'd be something recent. So it makes your brain think, oh, that's what they look like. It might not even have shit
Right.
to do with the people. So it's
Right.
always white boy. They talk about this shit that I would come to find out was African, but they always put pictures of white people there. But they didn't even lie to you. They just knew your brain associates it that way. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And that was crazy is that my history books basically for the most part said the same thing that the so-called black fact guy was saying. You know what I'm saying? I, it ain't, I don't want no black facts. I just want the facts. And so it's a shame that a black guy had to delve deep because the white guy was playing with the facts. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
nonetheless, he was just giving the facts. So I was getting these things from, going to Leimert Park and going to these Afrocentric bookstores, which again, they shouldn't have to be Afrocentric. It should just be the truth. But so many people want to lie about the African heritage that we gotta protect that. So, but I swear the same shit I was reading in Afrocentric books was the same shit I was learning in these classes in college. Keep going through. Just a lot of times they'll wait to tell you it was an African person. You got to go through the third course, the third, you know what I'm saying, history
Yeah.
3 to find out. Oh, well, these people really evolved from this people and would you have. So for me, make a long story short, I got all the information and I was trying to write something because of the misleading, miseducation that we get and that I had gotten. I wanted to write something that educated myself, that just helped me understand on a practical level, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So I just started from if everybody was African, which we know to be fact, how do we get here? America, I'm a nigga with a last name that's British, and my mama's last name is French.
Right.
And you understand what I'm saying? Like, how do we
Yeah.
get back to this? Where do white people come from? Where do Samoan come from? Where do Mexican? I just wanted to understand. And so I took that approach to write this linear history, with all the information that I got from the college, that I got from the encyclopedia, that I got from school. And I wrote it. It took a couple of years to get all the information and take the footnotes, but once I wrote it, it was really fast. And then I was just gonna hold it. I was, in a situation where I was probably gonna get a record deal. It looked like, and I knew that would probably get me, like ruined. Like, so I wasn't
It's a
gonna record
flag.
this song. I was like, this shit gonna get me fucked. They already think I'm, the excuse is I'm racist when you tell people what they are, then they try to
Hmm.
make you the bad guy. So I was like, if I do this, they're gonna really find an excuse to hate on me. And so I wasn't gonna record it, but I knew me. And thank God I recorded it, because I would have lost the notebooks. I know me. A lot of times, if I don't get it, get it out of my system, anything could happen, and it would have been a shame to lose that.
Man,
So,
I'm glad you
so I
recorded that
recorded
one.
it. Yeah,
Right.
I recorded it, and then the whole thing was like, oh, I'm gonna hold this shit till the next album, because they ain't ready for this shit. I don't want to get banned. I ain't ready for it. I don't need to get banned. And then I let my mom hear it, and she cried, and and a lot, and some other people amongst besides her were just like, "This is important, Ras. Like, this shit needs to come out." And so I felt like the creator um, utilized me to be able to say some things and put some things in a perspective that I don't none of my peers have been able to do yet. And so I was just like, well, let me just let it do what it do. And so yeah, it was on my demo. That song was on my demo with Priority to every label. And funny shit is they gave me a deal with it on there, and then tried to talk me out of putting it on the album. You know, same good old the old boys network. They're like, oh, so what do you think though? You think this might be a little too long? Like, nah, look, dude,
Shit.
it's gonna go on here, man. Just let it let it be what it is, man. Just put it on there. So that was that.
Thank you for that breakdown, King. That's dope. Cause it's like if you listen to that song, man, you at least had to read 10 different books to put it together. But it flows so smooth. It's like a documentary and everything in one. But it's music. It's hip hop though. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying?
It's
That's
a
what's up.
blessing, man. The culture, man. This hip hop shit changed my life. So and definitely for the better. So I'm just blessed that what they say, each one teach one, and we all build towards. I hope the end game is some freedom and some equality and some love. So shit, do your part, niggas.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.